everybody. Welcome again back to Dr. AI. I've missed you. The past 2 weeks, I've been doing different training on how to use AI just for your sake. So today, I'm excited to tell you about this topic because today I'll be talking about AI detectors and humanizers. A lot of you have been asking me about how do I humanize my AI, how do I bypass AI and all of that. But first, before I take you down the route of AI detectors, AI humanizers and all of that, I would like to talk about the right mind. One of the training I had with Dr. Mustak was on the right mind that we need to approach AI. And first, let's talk about how do we use AI. And the first one here is use AI for structuring and not content. Now, we tend to just go into AI. We have what we want to do and dump it in and get both the content and the structure out from the AI. That might not be a very good way of using AI. Instead, try looking out to use AI as a structuring generator rather than a content generator. So you own the content, you know what you're talking about. So you tell AI to generate a structure and you fill it. You fill the information in rather than just using AI to generate both the content and the structure. That's where you start looking at ways of bypassing. The second piece is outsource the job, the labor, the academic labor to AI, not the thinking. Now, the difference between you and AI is because you are the human behind the machine telling the AI what to do. So instead of allowing the AI to do your job by thinking for you, why not give him the tasking jobs like searching for literatures? You have different AI that could look for literature papers for you instead of spending time on internet or library looking for papers. Why not tell AI to search those research papers for you? If you're looking, you can also tell AI to do different things. Maybe not necessarily summarize, but it can summarize for you. It can do some annotation for you. There's so many different academic labor you can outsource to AI. Then another, if you're not using it in the academics field and maybe you're writing code, do you know the amount of time you spent on Stack Overflow just to look for the solution to that your line of code? So you could ask AI to do that, and that's a way of outsourcing labor to AI rather than the thinking. You should own your thinking. Treat AI, the third one says, treat AI as a research assistant, not a supervisor. Treat AI as a research assistant, not a supervisor. Now, there's a difference between human supervising you and AI supervising you. That means you are not in control of the research. But when you treat it as a research assistant, that way you are in total control of your research. While you are both collaborating, I'm trying to look for a reference for this line, I'm trying to do this. That's a way of using it as research assistant. We're working on, I talked to you about how to create custom GPT. That's a way of creating a research assistant for my NLP project. I'm not outsourcing, I'm the supervisor. I am the one that have the knowledge, I have the content. So I do the thinking, he helped me to do the hard labor. So think about that. The third part is don't over rely on AI. So I've seen series of ways people use AI. Some are very annoying. I tell you, be like, did you read this before submitting? I saw an article online that blew my mind. People using AI as a lawyer, people using AI submitting a paper written by AI, and I wonder how it got past the peer review and published. But that's not the topic of discussion. Don't forget to use your common sense. You use AI to generate, read through it, edit where necessary. Don't just copy, paste, and submit. Now the last piece is I added these. The first four was by Dr. Mustaq Bilal PhD, and I added the last piece, which is originality, because towards this AI humanizers and paraphrasers and detectors, one big piece is originality. Now, if you're working in the academia and you are already in your first, second year, you've been writing with your supervisor or your advisor, and this person already knows how you write. This person already know the sound when he's reading your paper, how it sounds. So they already know how you speak. Now, the truth is, the way we speak is the way we write. 90% of the time, the way we speak is the way we write. When you start telling AI to generate those things for you, and you are not seeing your tone, your touch in that paper, that means anybody can easily detect it's not written by you, especially if they have worked with you over and over again. They can easily tell this was not written by you because the tone. So you see, if I said I'm thrilled, that's LinkedIn English. Everybody use I'm thrilled on LinkedIn. So there are some words that they are not yours, that you've never used in your conversation, and you're using it in your papers. Those are things you want to check. Those are red flags you want to check when using AI, to generate content. So I just want to give you this. There will be other videos that will talk about responsible use of AI. I will literally talk about responsible use of AI because a lot of schools are incorporating laws on usage of AI. So we'll be on the same page. This is not to teach you how to bypass alone, but to tell you how to use AI responsibly. And I'm going to do another video on that. But having said this, let's get into the real deal. Using humanizers and here we go. Using humanizers and AI detectors. So usually they come in two ways. You have detectors and you have humanizers. So some of them have both. They can both detect and they can both humanize. So I will show you some popular ones. There are so many different humanizers, detectors, and out there. So it depends on the one that is you use most. For me, I tend to like Quillbot, not because it's the best, but because of the different layers it has towards detecting. I will show you right away. So let's start with the first one. I'm going to show you is ZeroGPT. So you go to zerogpt.com, and this is one of the first AI detectors. As soon as ChatGPT was created, I think about 2-3 weeks, the guy created ZeroGPT, and this is so far amazing, but I don't like it that much because there are better ones right now. But ZeroGPT is the number one place to go. Undetectable.ai is another piece. We have Quillbot.com. It has AI detectors and plagiarism and other things. We have bypassai.ai. We have originality.ai. We have writehuman.ai. We have gptinf.com. We have, this is a bonus, Hyperwrite. I'll talk to you about that. We have firstly.ai. We have justdone.ai. So these are the ones I'm sharing with you today. Firstly and Just Done, I might not use them, but these are I'll just give you examples of how to navigate writing, how to check whether it's detected by AI, how it's humanized, and all of that. And it is mind-blowing how something generated by AI can dehumanize it, and it is no longer detecting the AI content within it. So for that reason, I asked a couple of friends for the past to give me human written essays, to check in their notes if they can give me something they wrote for themselves and submitted without the help of AI. And I think I got just one. So check all the papers you've written in the past 1 year. If there's no touch of human, if everything is written by AI, Check yourself. You are losing your originality. Anyways, there are so many people on this table, myself inclusive, but that's not what we're talking about. So now let's go into this website. This website has been here for a long time, and this website is where people post their written what they wrote themselves, and asking people for help to edit and what they should do better. So we are going to go to years. We're going to look for what research papers written years before the release of ChatGPT in 2020 one. So let's look for something around 2008. And this is alien augmentation research history research paper about Buddhism. So this is written by human. We're just going to copy this human written essay. And we'll come to ZeroGPT first. We'll come to ZeroGPT, and we are going to paste what we just copied from the essay that was written by human, and paste it here to see if it's going to be detected by ZeroGPT, whether it's written by human or AI. It's loading. How many percentage are we saying? 0%. So this test is totally written by human. You can see that. Awesome. Now let's see if undetectable AI is going to detect the same thing. Now check for AI. It's checking for AI. Your content appears to be human. Oh, that's impressive. Let's check Quillbot. Quillbot analyze test. 0% of test is likely AI. Okay. Okay. You see that most of them are detect AI. Let's see. Ooh, this is loading. The input content seems to be human written. Let's look at this. Let's scan it now. This cannot take more than 300 words, so let's delete some portion. Okay. Now let's scan it and see the percentage. Original. So now that is to tell you that the content written by this guy in this forum is original. So now let's copy the topic history research paper about Buddhism. I will come to ChatGPT. I will tell ChatGPT to write about this. Write about history. All right, let's see what we've got. The same thing. Now you can see the structure in which ChatGPT is giving to you. Title. So remember in my first right mind towards AI, I said the structure. Look at title, introduction, historical background, spread, cultural iterations, modern development, conclusion, reference. That is a perfect structure on how to write. So use AI for structure. It's important. But let's copy this guy and let's go back to this AI and see if it will be different, and see if it's going to be different, if it could detect the percentage that was written by human. Now we have done it. We've added it. Let me remove this. This might be a flag, but let's try to remove some of that just to make sure we give it a few. Okay, let's detect. How many percent is it gonna be? 69.67, something that was generated 100% from AI, we got 69%, even without editing. Okay. 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 Now let's see what this is going to do. Check for AI. This says your content appears human. Okay. It's not detecting nothing. Okay. Let's try Quillbot. I told you I prefer Quillbot. So let's see the difference. And I'll tell you why I prefer Quillbot. Now you see on the Quillbot side, you see AI generated 100%, AI generated and AI refined. So if you generate it with AI and you edited it with AI refined, or you edited it with human, or so there are so many combination of things you can get using Quillbot. That's basically why I like it. Then the next piece here is bypass AI. Let's see if this guy can detect this. The input content seems to be AI generated. So just two. Three of them have detected is AI generated. Let's check the last piece. So you can see that, let's check the last piece here. So you can see that this 100% AI detection. Now let's humanize. GPT-0 cannot humanize. Undetectable AI can humanize, but it did not even detect whether it is AI. So why do you want to use it to humanize? So let's come to paraphraser here in Quillbot and paste what we have and paraphrase it and see. Maybe later. I'm not going premium yet. So this is paraphrased. I'm gonna copy it. Let me make sure I'm copying everything. I've copied it. Let's try the AI detector. Yeah. Of what I copied, analyze. It said 64% AI generated and AI refined. What will GPT-0 say? Detect test. Ooh. 70%. This is even higher. Now, let's copy the same test again and just go to humanizers. We have different humanizers, Fracely, writehuman, just done. If some AI detectors humanize, you can see undetectable AI humanize. Quillbot doesn't humanize. Bypass AI humanize. So let's paste this. We have it. Let's humanize it. Oh, okay. I can use this. I can pay for it. So I can use that because I've exhausted my free usage. Of course, it has to be free. I can't pay for it for now. So let's humanize it. Whew. No, I have what I pasted. Scan now. 100% AI. Let's just use writehuman. Writehuman.ai helps humanize. So let's humanize this. I agree to your terms. Processing. Now, human score 96. So let's copy this. We've copied it. Let's take it back to ZeroGPT. Paste it here and detect how many percent. Let's come to Quillbot while we're waiting for that to load and paste it here and analyze again. Let's go to AI detector here, paste it here and scan and see the percentage. So let's go back to ZeroGPT. 13% human rating. See how drastically it reduced. We used write.human to humanize it, and it reduced drastically. And now AI detectors, 26%. Look how it went down from 64%, 74%. So it says 74% human rating, 26% AI generated and AI refined. So the guy is confused. But so basically, this video is to show you different AI tools. Now let's come to this one. I like GPT INF because it shows me exactly the tests that were changed or edited by AI. Let me copy this test again and let's come back to write and humanize. So I've written this now, and I told you're just gonna click on paraphrase. It's going to rewrite it. So I love GPT INF thanks to one of my friends that brought my attention to this. And the beautiful part about GPT INF is you can check. Let's copy this. We'll go and check if it recognizes human. It will show the difference. It will show you the things it cancelled, a history, it cancelled history, Buddhism, historical research paper. So this is why I love this, right? So now let's go back to Quillbot and see the percentage. Analyze. Well, it shows 60% AI generated and 40% human. Now, I like GPT-INF because of the fact that I can see what was paraphrased and how it was paraphrased. Now, the beauty about all of this is just the fact that you can go back and forth. You can use any AI to do anything. You can rephrase, you can paraphrase, you can humanize. You have them at your disposal now. How do you use them? How do you use these AI tools? Now, once you again, I've established the right mind. Second, you don't just want to humanize. The best humanizer is yourself. After writing all of this, put it down and humanize it as much as you can so that it will sound like you. It will sound the way you write. It will pick your words, not big words. How often do you use contemporary? How often do you use all of those big words in your paper? So try to make it original. Then, irrespective, these AI detectors are not 100% there yet. They cannot easily just cancel your paper because they thought that they have 60%, 70% AI detection. So you want to write or generate tests with AI and edit it yourself. You can use humanizers, but if another fear about humanizers is it loses its context, right? It loses its context. So you want to go back and forth and make sure that try to use any AI tools. I won't tell you the best one or this is the best one because there are a lot of them. So you explore. I've given you the ones I know: AI Undetectable, ZeroGPT, Undetectable AI, Quillbot, Bypass AI Detector. This guy here, Originality. We have this guy here, app.originality. Write Human, I've showed you. Write Human makes sense. GPT INF makes sense. Firstly makes sense. I've exhausted my AI words, so I don't want to pay for that. Just Done also makes sense. So a lot of these AI tools have done a very great job. But it is left for you to, which one am I going to use? For me personally, I lean towards Write Human, firstly, GPT INF, and I tend to use Quillbot more as compared to other detectors. So yeah, I've spent a lot of time, but I hope it is worth it. I hope you loved it. I just drop your questions in the chat below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share and comment with your friends on this episode. There are other videos on the next video will be on using AI for presentation And the biggest one is going to be in 2 parts, using AI for research. Believe me, you don't want to miss that, because I have been cooking. I've been doing some research personally on that, and that's going to be in 2 parts. We have different AI tools, Research Rabbit, Elicit. So we are going to write a research paper together based on that in the next video. So thank you so much for sticking to this channel. Please let me know if you have any area you want me to talk about. Please drop it in the comment. And thank you. See you in the next video. Dr. AI, sign out.